straight. Let it run. State Buckeyes. Buckeyes. Ohio State Buckeyes.
Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You've got a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. On the run, it's Blue. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Canning. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
Oh, man.
They'll try the
Oh,
run.
my God.
Able to get 1 down to the 15.
That's because the medical care sucks. Man.
Here on 3rd down for this offense.
That's why I'm glad. So I thank God for my mother, man, because when I was in that bitch, the last time I was in that bitch, what? Like 2015, some shit like that. My mother called down there and had him check my blood pressure. She like, my son got high blood pressure. Can you check his blood pressure? My shit was high as fuck, but they had to send me to Metro. And if she didn't call, I didn't know my shit was high. I wasn't feeling weird or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's why they say high blood pressure is a silent killer. Nigga fuck around just have a stroke out of nowhere. Like, man.
Works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
DJ is still real young. He ain't got no chronic illnesses or nothing. Okay. He ain't got asthma or nothing. Okay, that's
the offensive line will take you to the
great.
hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole.
Yeah.
You know, slither through a little crack. That was
all it down there, get it checked out and shit.
wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner is stopped. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Got the quick pass. Oh, the pirouette gets him loose. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Final play of the quarter coming. The DBs will back off a bit. Off play action. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the air, it's Howard. Unloads to the right. It's caught. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how
fires into traffic, picked off.
Let's go. We taking this all the way to the house. This is going all the way home. He quit. He quit. He quit. Oh my God. I take that win. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, by the way, this DJ Rich Gamer. We got NCAA college football 25. We're gonna be racking out with these Texas Longhorns. We got our first debut so far in this what is we in? All conference. Yeah. Got our first win. Let's get to the next one. We got O State again. I wonder if these the same guys. We'll see in a second. I didn't look at this gamer tag, so I don't know who the heck I was just playing.
They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium.
I rarely look at the gamer tags.
This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash. One team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room. To be fast, he stopped at the 18. The first down for the offense. They'll leave it with him. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass, it's Manning. They're trying to get to it.
Damn, I threw that motherfucker. Man, it's all good, girl. Let me see, what can I do?
And how do you counteract all the speed you
All
have in
right, I'm
college
gonna try
football?
that.
You chase the quarterback and the skill position guys with faster guys. You bring in more
Nah, they ain't let me
DBs.
pick
You
the
bring them
play.
down the
It's
box. You
already
put them
3rd and
near the line of
14. I'm
scrimmage
about to
so
call a
they can make
timeout.
big
It ain't
plays
even
with
let
their
me call a
fast.
timeout.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he can't hang on
Oh,
to
man, I
the
almost
football.
had
A
it, man.
big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
First down for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle. It's Ibuka. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Howard. Now improvising. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And the pass hits, picked off. Really nice focus by his sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a...
I think I'm about to quit again.
Make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position.
I swear it sounds like it's the same person.
Great job about the securing the football and forcing the turnover.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having the pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Bond. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's held. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He'll just keep slinging it, extending the play. On the move, he fires. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And a big return after after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Corners are going to bail. Wants to throw. It's Howard. He finds his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Moving away from pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Wants to go up top. Coming after it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to get to it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that drive covered 40 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Dropping back, it's Manning. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
They'll throw it on 1st down. They're bringing heat. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, going up top. Connection to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Corner's going to give them room. Back to throw, it's Howard. Forced out of the pocket. Fires on the move. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, and made the big play.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Caught over the middle. It's Ibuka. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Scott. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Caught behind the line. It's Scott. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibility.
Got it inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Gonna run it. It's Blue. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Manning. He rifles one deep to the left. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And incomplete on the deep ball. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Ibuka. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The back goes in motion. They want to throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Working that left side now. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You've got more speed on the back end to cover. And defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker.
Touchdown, Ohio State. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to throw. Steps away. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
And that's what makes this guy so dynamic. Not only is he good using his legs out in the field, but down here close to the goal line, if things aren't open, he can get it in himself running it, and they do for 2 points.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hell. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Manning. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
The completion well past the sticks. Touchdown, Longhorns! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unleashes one. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Now 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Fires complete on the crosser. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a
moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. With the clock running, this should be the final play. On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got. They've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're
Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. But when you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense will have to use its first. Line gets set, first down. The give on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Fortunately, ended up losing yards.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First down here for the offense. RPO complete to open the drive. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Using his legs, it's Henderson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know as a running back, I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Makes 1 man miss. At the 35, he's loose. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Buckeyes are on the move. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
On the set.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Howard. He's right on target. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Ibuka. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready.
Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, Memorial Stadium and home to the Missouri Tigers, where we are anticipating quite a clash on Faroe Field today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move to his left. Wide open downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Cook. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Here we go. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. He's got the tight end. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. 42 Spider. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
The give to the tailback. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go to the ground. Got room at the 35. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Motion from the offense. He'll run it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. It's complete to the right. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer.
Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fair catch called for and made. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took it.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Cook. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy...
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Badgers will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense set on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down. And a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Running back searching for a hole. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
To the air, it's Manning. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but These are body blows, and as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Finds some crease at the 20. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
He'll try to pop the draw. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield, it's locked. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Getting some heat. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Defense was a little anxious there, got caught offside. Penalty will be declined and give him the touchdown. Lining up to add another. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air. It's locked. Quarterback on the move, still looking. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Catch in the middle. It's Pauly. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Coming after him. They get to him as he throws. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The field goal is no good. Boy, that field goal really could have helped the mental health, but it's still a 13-point game. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
The Badgers will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's locked. Firing to the right, complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Fires to the big fella. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to this position.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now adjusting. Got his man downfield. Oh, sweet feet. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Manning. Back open in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. They go to the ground. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Quick spin on the run. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They think there's room to run to the right here. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's locked. Might be looking to run. On the run, fires downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
It's complete. Gets away from one, finds some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They're going to throw it again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On the run, still looking. He fires it out to the right. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Timeout called. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. Offense getting set for first down. The give from the gun. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense dropping into soft coverage. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel it.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Longhorns in the hurry up. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The give is to Miller. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Milroe. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Leaves it with the running back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for this offense. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Set up for second and short after that completion. fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
The defense continues to have a great game. Both defenses have played well. These offenses are going to have to change something up, protect their quarterbacks a little bit better.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They'll immediately call timeout. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really four-down territory now. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds him out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about this.
Trying to find his man on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. Backers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. The play-action fake. That's caught. It's Blue. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying to beat him to the left. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Trying to get to it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On the ground, it's Blue.
Now that's what you're trying to do. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Running with power. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Now the play fake. He uncorks one deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route, and the quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that one.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. To the air, it's Milroe. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
The Longhorns want to move quickly. Quarterback checking off. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Looking for room, it's Haynes. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense playing a bail technique. Back to pass, it's Milroe. They're bringing heat. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Texas offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
And it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Takes the handoff. It's Haynes.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking to throw for it. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Got a man. It's held. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. At the 20, he's got space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Fires to the right. Pulls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Tide with the 1st and 10. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And he tags on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Defensive back spread all over the field trying to take away the pass. Wants to throw. It's Manning. And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Bama! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's held. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Manning. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. He'll throw on third down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Blue. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He'll throw it. He's got an open man. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. On second down, looking again to throw. Grabbed on the outside, it's Williams. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, they'll run it, looking for the first. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide out in motion. Back to throw. It's Manning. Setting up the screen. Jukes his way for more. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertical.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other. He has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
First down for this offense. These corners backing off a bit. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They want the edge on the jet sweep. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Oh, he dropped it! That football must be riveted to your rib.